Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
Time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Whoa, I don't maybe you sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind. Maybe you sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind. Maybe you sink or swim.
Let's make it do this. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, get your chainsaws out and start cutting down some drywall. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, yeah. It's nothing like listening to some Buck Cherry or some Nickelback and just putting on your boots and kicking some holes in the drywall.
That's right. You want to go saddle up on a pig and give it some nice rum from the Caribbean, and you just want to, I don't know, just maybe smack it with a hot iron so it'll jump over some fences and stuff. And yeehaw, pig horsing. What's the people on the horse called? Like a
jockey? Yeah, so
a pig jockey. Yeah,
a pig jockey. I like pig horsing. That sounds pretty funny.
Pig horsing.
Pig horsing. Where?
Pig horsing around.
Pig horsing. I would love to have a pig squealing contest for all of our JJ Fresh listeners. It'd be really funny. Have everybody do their own pig squeal and then submit it. We can have just like a minute-long clip of people doing it, but I don't know.
Well, let's do that. Submit a pig squeal to our email or drop an audio file on our Discord, and we'll have a pig squealing contest. And if not enough people do it, we'll just randomly be like, oh, by the way, here's a pig squeal from, say, username.
Yep. Yep. If there's not enough, which probably be the case, I like it. Just drop it in and be like, all right, this is the one. So, yeah. And if you do that, you'll get your name featured on, and everybody will get to hear your barnyard chops.
Barnyard Chops. That sounds like a nice instrumental album. Just acoustic country. Barnyard Chops.
Country. Barnyard
acoustic
chops,
country.
Acoustic country. But it's got like some. I like the idea of we do an acoustic album, but there's just random, like it's just kind of vibing, and there's random like really really heavy like drop B breakdowns, and then it goes back into the acoustic, and just kind of switches in and out from there. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, it's like the eye of the storm. It's like, oh, yeah, and then it goes back to normal. But let's slap some lipstick on this pig, and we are the Power Pack Podcast, a podcast featuring two dudes and one pig with a saddle.
Pig with the saddle. You know, our friendship, it's a cool friendship. Our friendship is bound together by 81 episodes of fun and goofy stuff, and our friendship is like a pig with a saddle. You know, John and I are the saddle, but, you know, without an animal, the saddle's useless, and the pig is the people in the podcast. So, yeah, thanks for being our pig.
Thanks for supporting our body, you pigs. First the rats, now they're pigs.
Yeah, we just switch it up. Speaking of pigs, I'm gonna grab on one of my talking points because I'm just gonna get out of the way. Did you see that there is a new Nicolas Cage movie, and it's literally just called Pig?
I did, and I Googled if our theater here was playing it, and it's not. Because I haven't seen a movie in theater in a long time, and I was going to break my streak with this movie.
No, I was going to do the same thing. I think it's playing near me, so whoever sees it first... Well, I think we should make a goal we both see it. I know I have a long list, but I think this is an exception where I could pop it at the top of the list. Because apparently, not only is it has like almost perfect ratings of Rotten Tomato, which is really weird, and also it's all based in Portland, Oregon, like the movie, which is even weirder.
Weird, because we might recognize some places.
Oh yeah, it's our old stomping grounds. It's always weird when there's any movie that's based in a place you lived or you live currently, and what's even weirder is the fact that Nicolas Cage filmed a pig movie like just miles away from where we used to like meet up, and like where we did the Chuck E. Cheese, the History of Fresh music video, or things like that. They could have been really close by.
Maybe he goes to that Chuck E. Cheese and Pig. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we cross paths with Nicolas Cage at just a different time.
I would love that.
You ever think about that? Like, you know, when you see someone, like you go to the bathroom and there's like urinals and they're full, and the guy that you're about to borrow his urinal leaves, and you take his space, and you're like, we're oddly just touching each other. It's like this weird, like, I don't know. I'm like taking their spot, and their whole stuff was out peeing here, and now I'm peeing here. In a weird way, it's like, I don't know, time is different, but we're in the same space. I don't know.
So that's like us with Nicolas Cage. Technically, we're the ones who already peed in the urinal because we both lived in Portland, and then we don't. Then he came here to film the movie,
and he's occupying that space.
So he's in our space that we were. So
Just
it's like we were in Portland and thought it was cool before he was. So it's like, you know, we're trendsetters, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of urinals, I thought of this today when I was using one. So I thought it would be really funny to stand in between the urinals and pretend like you're going to the bathroom. So when the next person comes in, say there's 3 urinals, you're in between 2 of them. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, exactly. It's just like, just get a little reaction out of him. Like, what is he peeing in between the urinals? Like, what's he doing?
So did you do that, or you were thinking about doing it?
No, I just thought it'd be funny if someone did that. Someone with more courage than me. I would never do that.
No, I feel you. That's something I would be like, but I think it would be funny if you rolled in, because there's already the etiquette of you got to go one more urinal over. Like, I'm not going right next to the person going in the urinal. So if they're occupying 2, it's the same as there's 3 open parking spots and someone with a big truck parks right in between 2 spots. It's really weird. You know, if you wanted to park in one of those spots, it's weird. So I get that. It's like a psychology thing.
Or you could like triple park. You can use the middle urinal, but just have a power stance and spread your legs to where they're encroaching on the left and right urinals. And so the people who have to use the restroom have to kind of like awkwardly, I don't know, just kind of stand around or in front or behind your legs.
Yeah, I like that. It's all about the power stance, really. It's in general, like, if you have a good power stance, you're probably going to be successful in life. You know what I mean? You just got to have a good power stance.
It's the best way to go number 2. You just power stance, stand over the toilet, and
exactly. There's no germs that way. You know, that's just the theme of this podcast, at least for the next couple minutes. It's just power stances. Like, what are the best places for power stances? I think I don't know, there's a lot of good ones. Like, if you're waiting in line to get a copy of Harry Potter signed by J.K. Rowling, you'll want to have a good power stance, you know, just to know that these nerds can't dunk on you.
They can't push you over or topple you. Plus, you're standing there a long time, and it's kind of power stance. Essentially, all it is at ease. In the military, at ease, and you kind of spread your legs a little. This is just going a step further and having a little more ease in your at. Exactly. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, power stance.
Power stance. So, what do we got today? A half rat, because we're lazy babies, and I think from episode 50 on is like 90% half rats, but YOLO.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a miracle that we're making these things still, and we're almost at 100. Like, I'm just happy that it's still rolling along. We're in episode 81 right here. So yeah, half rat.
Can you believe it'll be 2 years in November?
Will it really be? Oh, it will, because we started it.
Yeah, we do an episode a week, and yeah.
Wow.
We're almost at it. We'll be at 100 soon. Isn't that crazy?
That is craziness. Yeah, actually, that makes sense because it'll be the second year of it. And because we did food reviews for like a solid 6 months, maybe, I want to say. Like, we were doing it consistently almost every week. I'd roll in to Canby and we get her pick up our gross food items from like Dollar Tree, and then we'd film the food reviews. But this one, it's like, it's so easy to do. So we just keep it rolling, and 100 will be around the corner any day now.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe we should do like a special video for 100. Maybe like a rat hunting tutorial, how to capture and hunt rats or something.
A rat tutorial.
We could put
maybe,
like the paint under our eyes and army crawl around in the field looking for field mice.
I like that. Should be rat themed. I think we I don't know if I feel comfortable doing this, but I think we should each buy each other like a full blown rat suit, like a rat costume, and then we should do the full podcast like we did for the Christmas one, but in our rat outfits.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I just don't want to order that and then have anybody see that I ordered that. Have it show up and be like, oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm just going to take this. And we could make a calendar for our year. Maybe like a rat calendar. Have different rats. Just different species of rats for every month.
I like that. That's a fun one. I would only do that, though, is if each month there's pictures of different rats, but there's 2 rats in each picture, and our faces are photoshopped on each of the rats' faces, so it's just kind of like weird looking.
It's like face swapped. Oh, speaking of face swap, I wonder, I'm going to pull up that app real quick, and I'm going to put something on the Discord. The one that I put you on Hermione. What was it?
Yeah. Oh, is that the video one?
Yeah, I want to see if I could put you on a rat. I forget what it was.
Do that?
Called.
That'd be fun.
Maybe I think I still have the app.
Is it face swap or?
It was called something weird. I might not have it anymore. I'll have to ask my. Oh, Reface. Here it is.
Good. Yeah. See if you can put. Well, you should do one of both of us if you have a picture of you two, because
maybe I could
just. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I think this is like the precursor to episode 100 is dropping something in Discord of us both as rats. I think would be really fun.
I found a Chuck E. Cheese GIF. See if I can do something with this.
Oh, that's horrifying. I can't wait. That makes me happy.
I gotta wait for the ads. We don't like ads.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh my gosh.
Okay, check. Oh, what? That was weird. That one didn't work out. Let me just search for rat. This is really boring audio. I know.
No.
Wait, I searched.
Scenes.
I searched rat, and who's the redhead kid from Harry Potter? Wesley, Ron Weasley. He showed up.
Ron Weasley. Oh, because he has scabbers. Yeah.
I see. Jack, is it Jack Nicholson? He says, I smell a rat.
Oh.
Let's try this one. Oops, the GIF is too short. Okay, well, I'll just put you on Jack Nicholson.
There you go. That's close enough, honestly.
Yeah. So while this is happening, how was your last 3 weeks?
It's been a lot. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been good. Man, I don't know if I have any other huge updates. Just been kind of chilling. Just been enjoying the summer. I got a new Zelda game, playing that for Switch. It's been fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, what else have I been doing? I don't know. I've just been... I went to California. That was fun. I got to do some swimming in the ocean and went surfing one day and just being a beach bum, I guess.
Being a beach bum. Did you stand up on the surfboard?
Well, it's funny because last trip we did, I was standing up quite a bit, and it felt good. But this trip, our Airbnb had surfboards, but they were like the professional kind that are like fiberglass. So they were very, very hard to stand on. I like barely stood on them, and I kept falling and just like wiping out. But it was fun. I enjoyed being out on the water and all that good stuff. But yeah. But how was your three weeks?
It was good. It was busy, but, just had to restain the deck, and that was a chore. I put the thing in the Discord, by the way.
Oh my gosh, what? That looks so... I look like I should be at like a casino or something.
Dude, I hope this is what you look like in 20 years. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a really cool... It makes me look like a cool, like a
cool guy who spends 6 days a week at slot machines just smoking.
Yeah, that's definitely like the slot machine smoking vibe.
Dude, I love it.
That's great. Thank you for sending us all that. That's fun. And I think for episode 100, we should give away one T-shirt that has our faces photoshopped on rats. Maybe Gary Graphics can help out, or you can do what you did with the Tyra Banks thing.
And we can make it like those shirts, like that have wrappers on it, where the wrapper takes up like the whole front side of the shirt, and it's like usually black and white. And we could kind of do, we could do something like that.
Kind of like a long sleeve tee or maybe a tank top. But anyways, how was staining your guys' deck? How was that?
It was a learning thing, because first of all, there's a million different instructions, like, oh, you need to power wash it. Oh, you don't need to power wash it. You just need to scrub it with cleaner. Oh, but when you do that, you need to do this. Oh, but sand this, but not this grit. Oh, you can do this grit. It's fine. So which one is it? But don't do that if you do this option, but do this if you do that option. Oh, by the way, get this stain. No, don't get this stain. Oh, you want to do this. Oh, what about... I was like, oh my gosh, this shouldn't be this ridiculous. So I winged it, and I think it's fine.
Nice. Well, I bet you're a smart boy. I'm sure it looks good. And when I eventually book my trip on out there, I want to check out the pond and the newly stained deck, and eat some barbecue sauce right out of a spoon.
Yeah.
Do some southern stuff. That's what I want to do. But that's cool. It probably feels good getting that deck stained, and I imagine you're just doing stuff around the property and the house to make it feel even cozier.
Yeah, we putting up blankets everywhere for that cozy feeling. Putting up posters of Robert Patterson just to have a nice cozy ambiance.
Robert Patterson posters.
Yeah, we have that going on. We have a lot of like bear rugs, really soft bear rugs that we're putting around.
Ooh,
like the deer head taxidermy thing, some mounts or whatever. Yeah. We have a lot of Edward from Twilight replicas, like heads mounted.
Like wax heads, yeah, just
like
up
wax
on the wall.
heads of Robert Patterson above our fireplace, just to give it a nice, cozy vampire cabin.
Cozy vampire, yeah. What I imagine showing up to your guys' place for the first time, and there's just like Twilight memorabilia everywhere. Just everywhere, and I'm like, man, do you guys like Twilight? You're like, no, just wanted to make it cozy with the Robert Patterson vampire vibes.
And we have like those door knockers, the old school, where you lift up the handle and like pound it on the door. It's like completely brass, but it's of what's his name, Jacob, the werewolf.
Yeah, the werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's of Jacob, and the brass piece that you're smacking against it looks like a piece of steak, because werewolves like steak, and so you lift up on the brass steak and just pound it into Jacob's mouth. So it's kind of nice. It's fun. I got it on Etsy.
That's fun. You can get so much stuff on Etsy. Speaking of, I immediately thought of that possum head that you sent me. That was from Etsy, because I'm like, for some reason because I bought things on Etsy before, like for instance, you were a groomsman in my wedding, and I bought you a custom axe.
Came in handy.
And yeah, that's it. That's a nice axe. But I think of the possum head because I'm just so scared to think of somebody like selling those on Etsy.
We should buy some. We should support that business, I think.
Yeah, you should DM them. Hey, you got any more possum skulls?
Hey, you got any more? How's the possum killing going? Yeah, I need some.
I wrote a book about this.
I need some inspiration for the last bit of my thing.
Oh, I want to say, what is the update with the book?
I think more progress will be made in winter when there's less stuff to do around here. So we're gonna.
Hey, it's all good.
Taking a hiatus for a little bit.
You know what, man? You've already put in way more than anyone has asked of you with that book. So I think it's good. I think winter, and I'm gonna try to legitimately. I don't know if I'm gonna release the JJ Fresh album this like anytime soon, but I think winter, like Christmas, is still the goal. But it'll be great because then I could finally release it on Christmas, and then, like I said, we can get little CDs made, give them to family members.
I think you just need to come visit, and we'll just bust out the whole album in like a weekend. You bring your little MIDI keyboard, bring your extra mic. We'll just bang it out. Make some new tracks. We'll make some fresh tracks.
That's what I want to do too. I'm like, because I've gotten some new equipment and I've like learned some new things. I'm almost tempted to like kind of like not like, but yes and no, kind of re-record it, or maybe even put like if we have some new songs too, and just like make it real good, because we've been working on it for a while. I want it to sound the best as possible, and
we could call it the JJ Fresh Burger on the Beach remastered, even though it hasn't even been released once.
Has to be released once. It gets close. Yeah, I think. Well, because I'm gonna probably buy new beat software soon, so I'm definitely gonna do new beats for all of it. But like,
which one are you getting? Is it that?
I'm getting the Battery 4. It's like from
Battery 4. Yeah, I looked into that. I think it works better with a MIDI keyboard, doesn't it? Like a MIDI setup, right? Or can you program the drums without a MIDI setup?
You can program too, I think. I need to look into it. It's definitely more complex than anything I've used before, but it's still not like super hard. It's weird because you how you bus it and everything, and how you put it into your DAW is almost like you're miking up drums. So you have to, like, from what I've seen at least, you put like one channel that's for a kick and one that's for snare and all that stuff, and then I think you can program it in. You can also like do a beat on a keyboard, and then you can like arrange it. But it looks really legit, and it's like used by all the professionals and such. So I think it'll make our JJ Fresh music, and I'm hoping my own music, make it sound like even more slick.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. Like we need to have a week of just someone flies somewhere and we just bust it out in person. Whole new tracks, whole new fresh sound. Everything's just like everything's consistently the same quality because we recorded it at one time. That's the dream right there. Okay,
I think, all right, you know what? We're going to do that. So all the songs, I'm just declaring it. We're going to scratch those ones. We're going to keep the songs themselves, but we're going to re-record them. And I like the idea, because there's a vibe of recording it in like a studio together, even if it's like, my studio down in Oregon City, or even at your house in St. Louis. Like if we have one place that we're sitting down recording it like we record any album, I think it will sound so cohesive and great. And I think that's what we should plan on. So everybody listening, that's the new plan for our album that's been in the works for like 4 years.
Yeah, who knows when it'll happen, but that's the plan. And now we have an excuse for if it doesn't get done by Christmas. We're like, well, we haven't got a chance to meet. COVID and 9/11, like it just hasn't been the right time. So
yeah, just stuff has been happening. Yeah, so no, I like that plan though. Actually, I want to do that. We're just gonna do it, and that way, like you said, it just sounds cohesive. And I know very soon one of us, when the time's right, will visit the other. And I think, it's cool because while we're working on, we can do kind of like the Bo Burnham thing. While we're working on the album, we can do videos and things like that. And then we'll have a ton of content if it's a week.
Yeah, we'll get up to 2,000 subs on YouTube in no time with all this beautiful music content.
We're almost there. We're at 1.69 LOLK subs.
Yeah. Well, how about we take a slingshot and just take a rock of wisdom and just peg our audience members right in the head with it? What do you think?
let's do it. Let's just go for it. And because this is a half rat, we got another half rat coming up. So yeah, let's just go for it. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
It doesn't matter. Either way.
Okay. My power packed wisdom is, if you want to record a fresh album with your friend who lives in St. Louis, just meet in person. And like you said, I'm kind of regurgitating what you said, but I feel like the vibe for an album is always better in person. So yeah, just when in doubt, just bust it out.
When in doubt, bust it out. Yeah, I like that.
That's my power back wisdom. Not even just the recording stuff too, but just that little thing. You could put that on a coffee mug or an embroidered pillow or a pair of sweatpants. When in doubt, bust it out.
Wow, that's magical. Wow. Wisdom. What do I got for this week? Okay. How do I describe this? So, imagine, Josh, you love pudding. It's your favorite dessert. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You just love it. And your mom made you pudding after dinner one night. So you had your pudding. It was delicious. Maybe some whipped cream on it. And then she tucks you in. You went to bed. Let's say you're 12. She tucks you in. Okay. And then at midnight, you wake up and you sneak into the fridge and you sneak some pudding. And the next day after dinner, she's like, well, let's have leftover pudding. But she realizes there's a lot less pudding than there was when she put it away. And she knows that, Josh, it's your absolute favorite dessert. So she thinks it's you. So she makes pudding again a week later. Same thing. You get up, you sneak out, you get some pudding. But this time she's waiting and she catches you. But she doesn't stop you. She lets you eat the pudding. The third week rolls around. She makes more pudding. And she knows you're going to sneak in the middle of the night and have some pudding while everyone's asleep. So she just takes some horseradish and just puts a ton of horseradish in this chocolate pudding and stirs it all up together. And you sneak in like normal, have a bite of pudding, and then you throw up all in the bowl because you're like, oh, what's in this? Oh, it tastes like horseradish and pudding. It's disgusting. And for the rest of your life, you hate horseradish and pudding. And so in this little story right here, so my face is the pudding, and tick is a horseradish, and I hate both of these things, and there's really no wisdom in that. It's just something that happened, and I hate it, and so I don't know if I'll ever be able to grow my pudding back on my face.
You got a tick on your face?
Yes.
Oh, man. I forgot there's ticks over there. Yeah.
It was the most disgusting thing ever.
Well, at least you were... ticks. I've never had a tick on me, but that's so gross.
I was at work talking to my boss. I don't know how it happened. Because I showered, went to bed, woke up, got on clean clothes, and I went to work. And then 2 hours later, I was talking to my boss, and I just scratched under my chin, and out from under my fingernail, I was inside, I was thinking of burning down our whole house. But on the outside, I was like, no, keep it cool. And then he walked away, and I was just like, it's so disgusting. So I guess my wisdom is take as much poison as you can and get rid of all the bugs and cut your grass if you live in a tick area. And don't let that happen to you. Let my misery be your lighthouse. A warning. A sign. The end.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's so gross. And I hate bugs and I hate ticks. I've never had ticks or had problems with ticks, but yeah. Well, that's very gross. I'm sorry that happened to you. But the delight of that is your story about the pudding and the horseradish was very good. I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah. I just, I thought of what would be disgusting in pudding. And at first I was thinking maybe I should say ketchup, but I really like ketchup. And I think it could be good in certain contexts of pudding. Because they have blood pudding, right?
Yeah, so that's basically ketchup pudding.
It's like ketchup pudding. Same thing.
Can I have some of that ketchup pudding, please?
Isn't that a German thing? Blood pudding?
Yeah, it's like kind of
What are you talking? How do you do a German accent? What are you talking about? We don't have blood. We don't have what is it? Ketchup pudding. I can't do accents. And this guy McCracken's listening.
So
he's like, stop doing accents. You're the worst. Yeah.
Oh, wait, Kyle McCracken said that?
Well, he's so good at accents, and I feel like every time I try an accent in front of him, like kind of trying to riff off of him, he just laughs at me like, dude.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't do accents. Like and especially around him, he's very good. Yeah, last time we did the Star Wars thing, he did a German accent, and it was just like spot on. And it's just like he's a talented boy. So
yeah, it's like Crash Team Racing. You have characters that excel in speed, some that excel in turning, and then you have some characters like Crash or Coco Bandicoot who are just all even down the middle. They're just good at all sorts of voice ranges, all sorts of impressions. Like they can do it all. They're not like super elite at one thing. They're just a overall rounded out individual, and that's Kyle's impressions. They're good. They're well rounded.
Yep.
You are Coco Bandicoot, Mr. McCracken. The Irish? Is he Irish now? No, he's Scottish.
He's Scottish. Well, he lives in Scotland, so he's Scottish now. Yeah,
he's Scottish now. He's a Scottish Coco Bandicoot. Arg, top of the Coco racing track, Bandicoot, GG. Nitro Boost.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.